My next guest is a Seattle-based celebrity makeup artist with more than 25 years in the beauty industry. Isaac Meyers has worked with stars like Etta James and Rob Lowe, so yes, he has some serious credentials. But what really sets him apart is his mission to blend professional artistry with cultural pride and uplift communities that don't always see themselves represented in the beauty world. Isaac, welcome to the show and welcome models. This is going to be so fun. Isaac, I first want to get into why makeup. How did you fall in love with this?
I fell in love with makeup, just movies, old westerns, watching my mom put makeup on, and just loving art and creating beauty. Really, that's the main way I fell in love.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you're proudly Alaskan native.
Yep.
How has your heritage shaped the way that you approach beauty and creativity?
Well, I think a lot with textures, with cultural stuff that we do, in Alaska, different tones, earth tones really bring out a lot of beauty that I see within my heritage as well as in makeup.
Amazing. It can have that personal touch then, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So you brought three amazingly beautiful models today. So you're going to show us three kind of quick transformations. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so what are you doing first?
So our first one, we're just going to do a blush palette, little pop of color for Amelia. So we're just going to mix the two little.
Is that what you tend to like to do too, mixing
I do.
colors in a palette and not
I'm
sticking
a mixer.
with one?
Yeah, I feel like you can get a better blend with someone's skin tone instead of just using one. And even these deeper ones you could still mix too. Maybe just use it more as a contour versus, for a little more depth on the skin.
I know. Where are you hitting all with blush? Because I'm seeing that it's not just on the cheekbones.
So blush, you just want to really go right here on the cheekbones, and then right underneath you want to kind of sculpt the face and then just blend it downward.
Okay.
A little on the forehead, on sides of the nose.
Ooh, and a little on the nose, on the bridge of the nose.
Yeah.
Cute. Well, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your first one.
That's our first look.
And we're going to our second look. So tell me about what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, so our second look, we're going to do a pop of color. And these are great little cheekbone pencils.
I've never heard of a cheekbone pencil.
Oh, so Cheekbone's the brand. And it's an indigenous brand.
Whoa.
And so it's just this little turquoise pencil we're going to do right here.
And is that in the waterline, or tell me more about
This is just
that?
on the bottom lash line, and we're just gonna apply it right there. And it is a cream base, so you're gonna wanna set it right after. So we'll just take that, we'll grab our little palette, and just grab a little bit of maybe these two shades.
I know. How do you pick a certain shade too? I'm sure with how long you've been doing it for years, you can kind of just look at skin tones, right? But is there any?
I think a lot of it is just artist's eye, from drawing and painting. I can just look at someone and just know, I know what color. It's kind of one of those things. I get asked that a lot.
Yeah, because I think for the rest of us, we don't work the way that it's it doesn't come so quick and naturally.
But even with foundation, I feel like when you're matching your skin, I usually pick two shades. No one's ever just one color. It's usually a custom blend. I'll mix lighter and a deeper one, just to get the perfect.
That looks beautiful.
You see how pretty?
Her eyes are popping.
Just a little pop.
Tell me too about the makeup that you're using, the brand.
Oh yes, so this is Prados Beauty. That's an indigenous brand, beauty brand. It's great. They have eyeshadows, lip oils, and then we're also using for our third model. This is Cheekbone Beauty. This is also an indigenous brand, and this is a really cool trick. We're gonna look up.
Please give me a trick. I need all the makeup tricks.
So we're just gonna do a little pencil. It's like a nude pencil in the waterline. And you see that? How it just opened up the eye?
Wow, so instead of using a darker color, which some people are used to, with an eyeliner, this is another.
Or some people use white, but the white can be a little too stark. So just a nude right there.
Golly.
See, it just opens up
And
the
you were
eye.
so relaxed. Yeah, you're just so trusting. I like it.
And then they also have these really cool contour pencils. You can use them as a contour pencil. And then you just kind of sketch where you want them.
Gosh.
And then you just take your brush and just blend it out. They
And so
blend
how are you,
super-
like, are you going?
Oh, so I'm just doing like a angled one, and
An
I'm just
angled
very
brush.
lightly blending it inward with her cheekbone.
And where would you contour to with something like that?
So what you want to do, I always look for the bone right here, and I just place it right there. You just want to draw
yeah.
a little line, not too much,
Right.
and then you just take your
And
brush
make sure you're blending.
and just blend it inward. And I kind of like to swoop it a little, so
Interesting.
it kind of frames the cheekbone.
Gosh, so cool. I love all of these. So you talked earlier about how important representation is in the beauty world. Why is that so personal to you, and what does that look like for you?
Well, I think growing up, there wasn't a lot of voices that were like Alaska Native or Indigenous that really represented like the beauty brands or makeup artists or even in film. And so I think that has really been my inspiration to like why I do makeup, how I see beauty, you know, and the creation of all the things that I love. That's my forefront.
Absolutely. And do you have any last like little tips or tricks for people watching at home that you think could make a big difference in someone's makeup routine?
I think a cream blush right now is like, if you don't like a lot of makeup, is the perfect thing for someone, especially because it's summer, it's warmer, it's hot. So cream is perfect. It's going to give you a little bit more color to the skin, but it's also not going to dry you out like a powder.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cream rush. Here I come. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you so
and you all look
much.
beautiful.